Hello and welcome to Dose of Inspirational Light. On my screen, as you will see, Victoria, who is not a stranger to Dose of Inspirational Light. Those who've been part of this channel will agree the invaluable contribution she has provided through her videos over the last 1 year. Now, believe it or not, she is 74 years old and fitter than most 30-year-old. She's a mom of 4 and a grandma of 6 kids. She's been a yoga teacher for over 20 years and a very motivational person. I'm sure you would agree. She believes that the secret to daily happiness is to find the joy every day. So let's talk to this remarkable person who you already see on screen and find out the backstory behind the videos and all the motivational talks that she's given us so far. Hello, Victoria.
Hello, Shika. Lovely to be here.
Lovely to have you here as an interview process rather than the other way around, where I'm behind the camera.
Well, thank you for that lovely introduction.
No, you're welcome. So you've been a major contributor to the social media channels, particularly Instagram, Facebook, and we've put a lot of videos on YouTube as well. Let's start with the questions of why did you want to share your learnings through these weekly videos that we've been doing with the community at large? What's the goal that we as a group trying to achieve?
Well, for me, I love yoga, as you know, and I know the benefits personally. And I like the camera. I like doing videos. It's a great opportunity for Shika and I to share and get out and do things outside. We do them inside as well. Really to get the word out, how wonderful yoga is, and also my age, how beneficial it is for every age. And when you get to my age, you want to be flexible. You want to be in good health. And I've found yoga yoga videos is a great opportunity to share that with people, all ages.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I know that you once upon a time managed a business with your husband. So
yes,
could you share your journey from managing that business to becoming a yoga teacher? What inspired this transformation in your life, especially at the age of 40?
Well, I had a very serious car accident at 20. I nearly died, and my girlfriend did die. So it was an awful experience, and I was very injured. But I can remember Mum and Dad were told that I had a 40-60 chance of surviving.
Oh, wow.
And anyway, I was in intensive care for about 2 weeks, and I came out, and I can remember being in hospital and having lots of visitors. And it's interesting how people seem to be naturally negative. Because I had a tracheotomy. I had to have my throat cut because I couldn't breathe. One of the ribs had passed through my lung. And people were saying, oh, you'll have to wear polar neck jumpers. And I'm thinking, not really. And then also I lost my spleen. So I've got quite a big scar from underneath the breast all the way down to the belly button. And people are saying, oh, you won't be able to wear a bikini. And I just never thought along those lines. My main thing was to get better. And I can remember coming home from hospital, I was so skinny. I went from I lost 5 kilos, maybe 8 kilos within 2 weeks. And I was outside walking on the lawn, and I'm just observing nature, observing ants walking on the footpath. And I just knew all I had to do was get better. And that's what I did. And down my left side, I had 7 crushed ribs. And so probably as the years went by, I did a lot of swimming. I was always very active to maintain my health. And I started going to a chiropractor from 30 to 40 every month. thinking this was what my life was going to be like. I had a bad back, a sore back. And when I was 40, a friend said, "Why don't you come to yoga?" I didn't know very much about yoga at all. So I went along, and Swami Sarasvati was my beautiful teacher. And I'm there sitting on the floor watching her do these amazing asanas. And I wanted to tell her about my bad back, because the problem is with pain, a lot of people want to talk about it. They don't want to say, this is how you overcome it. They get caught in the problem. And when I said to Swami, "Oh, I've got a bad back," and she just said, "Look, get on with it. Come to my class every week, buy my video, and practice every day." And that's what I did. And, as the months went by, I noticed a big difference, because when you take an action, you can't just sit here and say, "Oh, I'm going to get better." You have to take action. If you have pain in your body, you have to take an action. You either go to the gym, you start walking, you do yoga, take an action. And that applies to everything in our life. We can't just wishing and hoping. You have to take action with it, whether it's with what you're eating, what you're thinking, whether you're being physical, whatever you're doing, you must take action. Yes, so that's what happened, and that's how I got into yoga. And you think, wow, if I hadn't have had that car accident, maybe I wouldn't have got into yoga. And here at this age, I'm working. I'm doing 2 classes a week. I'm running retreats with another yoga teacher, Yvette. And, it's very exciting. Every decade you're going to change, but you have to change with your mind and your body and your spirit. We are 3-dimensional, and we work together in that mind, body, spirit. And that's how I see we have to face life. We do.
No, that's quite an amazing story, actually. Wow. What a tragic experience. And you've turned that tragedy into something, that is of a benefit and a life purpose for you. And that in itself is an inspiration to many. You mentioned, Victoria, you met a yoga teacher, Swami Saraswati, in your journey. What were the other key lessons that you learned from her that you would like to share?
What I really loved about Swami, she was very joyful, and she was very friendly and personable, and you were never made to feel uncomfortable. And I guess I'm very much like her as a yoga teacher. And she came out onto the podium and did her thing. She made jokes. She wasn't serious. She didn't make you feel, "Oh, look, you really have to center." It was not like that. It was a lovely, friendly experience. And I have continued that on in my teachings. Often in my classes, I'll make jokes, because I think, laughter is so important. We don't need to be serious, laugh as much as you can, because that keeps you in the moment, doesn't it? Laugh out loud.
Yes. And we've done some laughing videos as well. So I do know that sense of humor. Yes.
Laughter's an excellent way to overcome things. And like you said, you can go and do, there is yoga available, laughing yoga. I have done it, and it was a few years ago, and it was quite funny, because one of the girls there, her laughter was hilarious, and I couldn't stop laughing at her laughing. Like if you want to put a video on that with laughter in it, and everyone will be laughing. It's contagious.
Yes.
And then you get out of your head.
Yes.
We can't get caught up in this seriousness, like everyone's got a problem, and what are we doing, and we're lonely, and let's start to liven up from within. Don't let the world drag you down.
So, Victoria, with 6 grandchildren, there's a lot of wisdom that you can pass over. Are you teaching them and telling them all about everything that you've learned? How do you spend time with your grandkids?
Fortunately, one of my daughters, Danielle, she has 4 children, and she has never minded me talking to them about God or spirituality. And the older 2 are 15 and 17, and they love it. They love it because when you understand the spiritual journey, there's no age. I'm not there telling them what to do. I'm coming from a deeper part of me, and they both love it. I'm meeting Sophie tomorrow. She's 17, and she's even made comments how she's quoted things that I've said. And recently, Charlotte, I sent her a text, and it was all based on a spiritual message that I was feeling from within me. So therefore, they can't take offense, because you're coming from a deeper essence. And she wrote back and she said, "I love you so much. Thank you. It was really wonderful." And I must say, I do love children. I love my 4 children, and I love all children. And I've got, as I said, I have 6, and the younger 2 are 2 and 3.5, and I minded them the other night. And it's just a sheer delight being in their presence, because they're new to the world, and to be able to impart this knowledge onto them, it'll make their journey a lot more exciting. Yeah, so it's good.
That's beautiful. In terms of your journey with Dose of Inspirational Light, there's been a lot of interactions with social media. Any favorite memories? Is there any dancing, singing, particular pose that we did that resonates with you, that you think about or want to do more of in terms of what's coming up?
Well, it was interesting when you and I did that one in Ryde Park, and I just the side leg post, and I grabbed my leg and just put it straight.
No.
And that really got a lot of comments, didn't
Yes,
it?
it did.
Yeah. So it's very good to be flexible, and it's practice. You have to practice regularly,
Yes.
and it's really good. But we've had a lot of fun times down on the water and grounding. We've gone into the city and did
Hiking.
video city. Yes, yeah. And everyone we do, we enjoy, don't we?
Yes.
I mean, we really get along very well, and we both got a good sense of humour, and we have a lot of fun. So make everything fun. We don't have to take it seriously. Don't get too serious. Just lighten up. That's a good expression. Lighten up. Whatever you do, bring joy into that. Have fun with it. Even if you're learning a computer or something.
Yes. Yes, we have to.
Yeah, my computer skills are okay.
Yeah, they're perfect now. So in terms of the future, I think there's a lot more videos coming. Right, Victoria? There's a lot more. We're not done yet. Yeah, there's more that we're gonna do, more of the poses. If you've got any, pose that you'd like to learn, please let us know. And Victoria will be happy to pass her wisdom to all of you as well.
Yes, and I like it if people want to know about poses, or what's good for your lower back, or what's going on with your knees. And, I like that feedback. I'm very happy to assist in that area.
Yeah.
So it's, I'm very, very blessed. I'm a very blessed woman.
Yes, you definitely are blessed. And, we've also, the question that I'm about to ask you is, how do you maintain your own health and vitality beyond the yoga at your age? And, do you have any advice for the listeners how to age gracefully like you?
Well, thank you. Well, look, I have to say, I've always been health conscious. I have. And it's held me in good stead. And something I started nearly 30 years ago, juicing. I throw the pulp out, and I just put a little bit of water in, and I have beetroot, celery, carrot, kale, ginger, a slice of lemon, and I have that with. I take certain vitamins, and I love flaxseed oil. I think flaxseed's really good for the tummy. And I've been doing that every morning for many years, and I'm getting all my colours. I'm getting 5 colours because we're meant to have 5 colours a day, and I find that very good. That's, and I'm not big on meat. I do have meat sometimes. Vegetables, salads, fruit. I'm just sensible. Nutrition. I'm not paranoid. I still have a glass of wine if I feel like it. I still have chocolate if I feel like it. I still have ice cream if I like it, if I feel like it. That same old saying, everything in moderation. You can't be, there's no proof really, because we don't know why one person's affected by something and someone else isn't. Someone could be drinking for 40 years and they're still here at 80 enjoying themselves, So you have to find out within yourself what suits your body. Work it out. I always like that rule, 20-80. 80% of the time you're good, and 20% feel like a glass of wine, or you feel like chocolate or ice cream, have it. Even Swami used to say that, although Swami never drank and never had coffee. But Swami used to say, if you feel like a big piece of chocolate cake, have it without any guilt, but you don't do it every day. Just bring wisdom in. Don't get on these hard, fast things. Just find a nice, happy medium. So you're keeping yourself happy. You can't deny yourself things. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Good. Joy.
Yeah, no, yes. That was really good. And I think just being sensible, as you said, we'll continue providing that inspiration every day that we do together, and we'll continue on that journey. If there's something that somebody wants to know, please comment below. We would appreciate if you actually subscribe, like our videos so we can do more with them. Because we're doing it for the community, all about our learnings as well. And then if we can help somebody, then it's a good thing if we can pass something on. So speaking of passing something on, is there a way that you would like to be remembered? Do you want to leave a legacy? What is it? Any final messages?
I'd like to think that I have inspired people through my journey. Yes, and above all, love is everything. Love, having love for yourself, and the more love you have for yourself, it just goes out into the world. So being inspiring, I'd like to leave that legacy that I have inspired, especially my family, my friends.
Yes.
Inspiration is a like spirit. Is a word, as we know, and that goes into inspiration. So be spirited, be inspired. That's what spirit means.
Amazing, isn't it? When I created this channel name, I had no idea why I was creating it. It was I just followed my instinct, and here it was, Dose of Inspirational Light, and to find the light within, and didn't even know what that meant. And how much have I learned along the journey, Victoria? I mean, I remember you talking about the word spirit and the word inspirational being linked, and I was like, really, how? And then, we've gone through this, and we talked about chakras, we talked about, poses, we talked about Holy Spirit, and I was like all confused. It's been a year full of learning, and boy, have I become awake. And if you haven't seen Victoria's podcast on I'm Awake, that was the retreat that we did. There's a short video on that on our podcast channel as well. But it's amazing, how awake I've become, and how people are waking up, and how we need 7%, you said, that of people to wake up for perhaps the world.
That's right. And you've been a fantastic student of it, because she was obviously ready. You know what I mean? And doing these podcasts and people hear them, we're all ready. You know, it's just opening up and trusting, you know, and I am awake. Yes. The world needs to wake up to who you really are, which is a powerful spiritual being. And you're a Holy Spirit, and there's so much power there. It's just itching to get out. So we have to, assist, not overthink, go into the heart. Yeah. It's very exciting when you start to, address I am awake.
Yes. Yes. And, I want to say I've been very blessed. And I want to actually say a big thank you, because a year ago when I met you, I had no idea you were going to do these videos with me, and how much we would get to know each other. And, what an amazing journey it's been for me. And so thank you for doing all of these things, and thank you for resonating. It's a very big blessing.
Yeah, it is. We were meant to meet and to get out there in the world and make a difference, which we all can. And the people that listen to this, you are making a difference by listening to this.
Yes.
We all make a difference in our own way.
Yes. Yeah. So now we'll conclude, and just in the true Dose of Inspirational podcast style, I'd like to conclude by doing a little bit of a rapid fire round so we can get to know Victoria a little bit better. So Victoria, in terms of just these rapid questions, tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee?
And
and tea. Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Books or movies?
Books.
Any favorite book that comes to your mind?
My favorite book is by Gary Renard, Disappearance of the Universe. It's a really eye-opening read. Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Now we've done a few quotes. Any favorite quote that you would like to inspire people with today?
Treat people the way you want to be treated.
It's a good one, actually. Simple, but good. Are you an animal person?
If you can't say something nice, don't say it.
Are you an animal person?
As a child, I thought I would grow up and be a vet. I love animals. I had so many dogs, cats. And we lived on acreage in my 40s, and we had goats, we had rabbits.
Oh, wow. Yes. Wow, I know it.
Ducks and geese and
wow, it's a zoo in itself. Yeah, if you had it today, we would be doing a podcast from there and meeting all these little animals.
Yeah, so but I don't have any pets now. And that's okay.
Yeah. But any favorite pet that
I prefer dogs. Dogs.
Yeah. Beautiful.
My 4 children, 3 of them, Danielle bought a dog. I went and picked it for her. She was on holidays. And then I rang my other daughter, Julia, do you want to come and have a look at the dog? And she said, oh, no, it's okay. And then Luke, anyway, what happened? Luke and Julia went and bought a puppy from the same litter. So when we were together, there's 4 dogs, because Julia's gone and bought another dog. Yeah. So when all the family arrives, there's 4 dogs. So and Christian, he doesn't have a dog, but he minds them.
Oh, good. We need a minder, don't we?
And we need a minder. So that's always good.
Yeah, lovely. Favorite season?
I do like summer.
Summer?
Yeah.
Definitely a beach person.
I don't go to the beach a lot, but I like walking on the beach. I mean, I love being on a holiday where there's a beach.
Yes.
We're going away. My daughters are taking me away for my birthday. It's coming up in November, and we're going to stay at a resort, and we'll be right next to the beach. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yes. Beautiful. Favorite color?
Red.
Red. Yes, we see a lot of Victoria's videos on red.
I love red. I love red. So bright and spacious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah, it's a good color. It lifts you up. Any
Yeah.
are you into sports? And if yes, any favorite sport to play, watch, whatever?
No.
No.
Other than yoga. But I did love the Matildas.
Yes.
I think it really has opened up that barrier with sport.
Yes.
I think
we were all supporting and rooting for you, Matildas, if you're listening. Yes.
Right.
Any hobby beyond the yoga and, of course, producing Dose of Inspirational Light videos as a hobby?
Just find yoga just takes up everything, like the videos, it's meditation, breath work, teaching, doing retreats. It's brought so much joy, and it's brought a career into my life. So yeah. It
Okay.
takes care of all facets.
Yes, definitely. Yes. And I think that's more than enough, because it's already, it's healing, it's good activity, and it gives you everything that you need. So why not?
It does. And I do like doing fast in yoga. There's lots of kundalini breath work you can do, and get the heart rate up. So I do that as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Good to get the heart rate up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, it's important that we do that as well, not just the relaxing side of yoga.
Yeah, I do a sit up. I do 30, 35, and it's just a matter of getting up and down, and it really works the thighs, the knees, the ankles, and it's not putting a lot of pressure, but good for your balance as well. But start off slowly.
Brilliant. I think that concludes. Any final words, Victoria, before we leave it?
Well, thank you. It's been very exciting to do this interview, because everything I've said, it's my passion. It really is my passion. I'm living my passion, and I'm living it through yoga, and so it's wonderful.
Yes. All right. On that note, thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe our videos, and please keep watching so we can produce more and more on a weekly basis.
And thank you for making it so easy.
Thank you, Victoria. Yes. Thank you, Victoria. Namaste. And we'll say it together, Victoria. The divine. Shall we do it together? The divine in me sees the divine in all of you.
And all of you.
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye.
Bye.